Very good afternoon and welcome to News First Lunchtime News on MTV Sports. I'm Punchani Edrisingha. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. 35 families in Pitakanda asked to evacuate due to a threat of landslides. Patients at flood-stricken Chilau General Hospital transferred to other hospitals. A senior US security official quits and 3 others suspended after a report criticized the handling of the Benghazi attack. Starting off with local news now. Deputy Minister of Livestock and Rural Community Development H.R. Mitrapala says that if vehicle imports are not reduced, the country will never be able to reduce its fuel imports. He made this statement during a function held in Katunayaka.
The newly constructed Animal Quarantine Centre was declared open yesterday on the auspices of Deputy Minister H.R. Mitrapala. Last year, fuel imports amounted to 450 million rupees. Last year, 540,000 vehicles were imported to the country. Therefore, we had only one option, and that was to increase the tax on vehicle imports. We knew it would affect the poor people, but we had to do it. If we don't reduce the amount of vehicle imports, the amount of fuel that we import will also increase.
Minister of Transport Kumara Velgama says that the private sector is continuously imposing restrictions with the aim of crippling the Sri Lanka Transport Board. The minister made this statement during a function held in the Attanagalla area.
A function was held to felicitate children of the Gampa SLTB employees who passed the grade 5 scholarship examination. We cannot cripple the private sector now because there are over 20,000 private buses in operation. I don't think any government will be interested in toppling them. We need to function in a manner that does not topple them. We need to import 3,000 buses. We cannot provide a proper service without doing so. Tickets are not issued in many areas and that money is scammed. There are many individuals who want to see the SLTB fail. For instance, the private buses constantly imposes restrictions on us. However, I will not be deterred by it.
The police states that investigations have been launched into the incident where a shooting took place last night on the main road opposite the house of parliamentarian Vijayadasa Rajapaksa.
Police media spokesperson SSP Prashantha Jayakudi states that 2 bullet casings were discovered at the location. At around 12 or 12:20 last night, we heard something similar to the sound of crackers. We did not pay any attention to it because it was a festive season. But when I inspected the area in the morning, I discovered this.
Last night around 12:20, I heard 3 gunshots just in front of my house. And soon after that, I heard a vehicle was racing and going towards the main road. When I checked through the opening this window, I couldn't see anything at that time. In the morning, when we went to that place where we heard the gunshots, we found that there were 2, something like that's the bullet covers, which had been probably used by a pistol.
Take a look at the weather situation now. Nearly 35 families in the Pitakanda area in Rattota Matale have been asked to evacuate the area due to the risk of landslides. Speaking to us from the Pitakanda area, News First Manjula Prabhat stated that Matale District Secretary Helen Meegasmulla requested the residents to evacuate the area this morning. He added that nearly 7 houses have been completely destroyed by landslides. The landslides have also disrupted vehicular traffic along the Pitakanda main road. Our correspondent noted that there is no electricity in the area. A police officer died when a container truck which was travelling along the Chilau Putlam road toppled last evening. Our correspondent said 8 persons were travelling in the truck at the time of the incident. These are 3G visuals of the incident which were captured by News First. The extreme weather conditions that were experienced in many parts of the island is gradually dissipating. However, daily activities at the Chilau District Hospital, which is inundated, have come to a standstill. A cab belonging to the Palagala Divisional Secretariat office in Kakirava was washed away with the waters of the Havannalla Oya in Kakirava. The cab was on its way to inquire into the well-being of those displaced in the area. The cab, which was submerged, was later recovered with the use of backhoe machines. Meanwhile, a youth who was a resident of the Samagipura area in Hambantota disappeared after falling into a canal which was constructed to ease the flow of flood water. Our correspondent stated that the individual is suspected to have been swept out to sea. Operations are underway to find the individual. 2 houses in the Kumbukavatia area in Tangol have been severely damaged owing to floods. Moving on to sports news now. Speaking at a media briefing, Sri Lankan cricket coach Graham Ford says that the pitch in Hobart, which was used for the first test between Sri Lanka and Australia, favoured the bowlers more than the batsmen. The match saw Sri Lanka suffering a 137-run defeat.
Yeah, I think looking at it, obviously during the 5 days there were areas where we need to improve on and we need to play better cricket. But looking at today, if we just look at today, you know, I'm unbelievably proud of the performance the boys put in. That surface really became a minefield and was very, very difficult. Australia got the ball to reverse swing considerably. And if I look at probably just about every dismissal, it took a real crack of a delivery to get the batsman out. So you can't, as a coach, you can't really ask for much more from your troops than the way the boys battled there today. So disappointed, but at the same time proud of the effort.